Hi, I'm Debbie from Debbie's World. This video is 3 days of eating while taking Mounjaro. So I started Mounjaro 2.5 milligrams on Friday the 27th of June. So I'm currently into my 5th week of taking 2.5 milligrams. I'm going on to a second pen of 2.5 milligrams. So far I have lost 1 stone 6 pounds. I'm using calorie counting to help me monitor my intake, and I've set a loose daily calorie goal of between 1,500 and 2,000 calories per day. So I really hope you enjoy my video showing you what I eat with the help of Mounjaro and calorie counting in 3 days. Good morning, it is Wednesday, 8:25. We've done the dog walk, we've done the dinners, and now it's breakfast time for me. So I've got half a serving of my chocolate baked oats, some raspberries, blueberries and strawberries, and a Get Pro raspberry yoghurt. With my coffee, that is 344 calories. And I'm watching Kath and Laura on Budget Slimmers. The dogs are in and out. We'll sit down and enjoy this before I start work. Good afternoon, it is 10 to 1 and it's lunchtime. I'm watching Catfished. That's what you could hear, I didn't pause it in time. And I've got my lunch. It's a tuna melt. So I've got 2 slices of Warburton's small wholemeal bread with some tuna mayo, topped with 40 grams of light cheese and toasted, 50 grams of normal coleslaw, not reduced fat or anything, and then tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers and some of the pink pickled onions from M&S, with a Sprite zero sugar, and that is 420 calories. So it's 3 o'clock. I forgot to mention this morning I just had a peppermint tea. So I've got a small coffee and 2 Jaffa cakes. So that'll be about 110 calories, something like that altogether. So I'm going to go and enjoy this now and get back to work. So it is 7:10. We are back from the dog walk and I've got my evening meal. I've got some mashed potato with milk and butter that's all been calorie counted, some mixed veg, cauliflower, broccoli and carrots, and some chicken breast with some chicken gravy, just Asda's own gravy granules, and a Vimto orange in the lounge, and that is 430 calories. Right, good evening. It is just after 8:30. I'm feeling quite full today. I think my suppression is definitely at its highest on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But yeah, I'm having a peppermint tea and 2 squares of the Co-op dark chocolate with raspberries. So I end the day on 1,432 calories and 8,600 steps. And because I'm here, I'm just going to do it like this, the screen recording. I've enjoyed everything I've eaten today. and I feel much better today as well. So yes, 1,432 calories. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Good morning, little Peggy. Good morning, Charlie. Look, it's walking time. Hello, little girl. Hello, my little honey caramel toffee girl. Aren't you such a lovely girl? Yeah. Oh. Good morning, happy Thursday. It is 9:15. I don't know how it got to that time, but I faffed around so much. We've done the dog walk. Peggy's eating her dinner. Charlie's in his bed, and I've got 10 minutes to eat this breakfast, but it looks delicious. So I have a Lindale's K-Vag Stracciatelle, strawberries, blueberries, 30 grams of M&S high fibre muesli, and 13 grams of honey drizzled over with a coffee, and that is 300 calories. So I better go and eat it quick and then get to work. Right, so it is 1:15. I was late coming down to late finishing work for lunch, so it's not as bad as it sounds, but I've just made my lunch for today. So I've got a small brown bread cake. I still don't feel like I've quite found the right size of bread cake. The ones I had at the start were too big, and these are a little bit too small. But there we go. We'll just see. Next time I go shopping, I'll have a look what they've got. Then I've got the other half of my tuna mayo from yesterday. A bit of salad, mainly lettuce leaves, and some of the pink pickled onions in there. Got some cut cucumber, and then I've got about half a packet of Seabrook's salt and vinegar crisps. Much to Andrew's disgust, the crisps that I thought I'd ordered didn't come in the order this morning, so I've had to borrow a packet of Andrew's crisps, which he's very disgusted about, but he's even more disgusted about the fact that I haven't eaten a full packet. But he'll just have to put up with it. And then I've got some leftover yoghurt from yesterday with a few blueberries and some flaked almonds. Unfortunately, the scales didn't register the weight of the almonds, so I've just had to go for 5 grams. And that, and a Fanta fruit twist. And that is 334 calories. Yum, yum. Crisps. Crisps! He's upstairs. Right, it's 2 to 3, time for a small snack. I've got a small coffee and 70 grams of grapes and a skinny crunch. And you know what, I haven't done the calories, so I'll have to come back to you in a bit and tell you the calories. But that is less than 75 calories, and I can't imagine 70 grams of grapes will be under 100 calories, and my coffee's about 20 calories, so add that up, but I'll come back and confirm at some point. Good evening, it is 7:20. We have been on an adventure as usual. We've been up to Goole today to walk on the river and do some playing of games, so we're perhaps a little bit later back than we would normally be. But there we are, we've had a nice time. And I've got freezer surprise, or tuna pasta bake. So yes, it's tuna again. When I first got this out of the freezer yesterday at like lunchtime or something, I thought it was my cheats lasagna. But then when I checked again last night, when it had defrosted, it's actually a portion of tuna pasta bake. I batch baked this back in May and it's been in the freezer. It's a Slimming World recipe. So I've done my best to estimate the calories. So this whole glass thing was like full, and that's how much I've left in the glass thing, and this is how much I've served up. So for the whole thing, it has pasta, tuna, cherry tomatoes, courgettes, peppers, and a little bit of cheese. It's around 335 calories. Obviously, it might be less now because I've taken a smaller portion. But I think I'm going to leave the calories at that anyway. It doesn't matter. It's not quite accurate. And then I've got loads of rainbow salad with house dressing. So that's around about 400 calories. Obviously, we can't be exact. With a tango strawberry smash. I just ate that. That was lovely. I don't feel any need to eat the rest of it. I'm satisfied with that. And also, this past week, I know this is just meant to be a meals vlog, but I will just quickly pass comment. I haven't been having any sweet things after my evening meal all week. I haven't got anything ready. You know, usually, or back in the day, when I prepped my evening meal, I would also prep like my yogurt or whatever I'm going to have for afters. But I just haven't prepped it, even thinking that I might eat it later. I just don't need it. So that's interesting. I mean, I will eat something tonight, some kind of nuts or chocolate or whatever I've got. But, yeah, I've kind of eliminated that for now. I'm still quite low calorie, so we'll have to see what we fancy later. Yeah, I did enjoy that. To think I've gone so long without proper salad dressings. But yeah, I'm going to go and get some more of that house dressing when I go to Aldi next. And this is my favourite pop. Strawberry smash. It's delicious. Yeah, fancy that. No sweet things after my evening meal. Good evening. It is just after 8:30. Andrew's gone to bed and I'm watching something or other on the telly. And I've decided to have a dessert. I know what I said earlier, but this is what I fancy just now. And my excuse is that I dropped this yoghurt out of the fridge and the side cracked. So this is my evening snack. I've got a whole Arla protein raspberry yoghurt. I've got a few blueberries and strawberries. Then I've got 5 grams of flaked almonds and 15 grams of crushed cashew nuts and some honey. Now if I could be trusted with chocolate sauce, then chocolate sauce would probably be better on this or nicer. But at the moment I don't trust myself with things like Nutella or like those even choc shot and things like that, you know, the Sweet Freedom. I don't trust myself with it. So we're sticking with honey, but yeah, I can't deny. Maybe I could have like melted a square of dark chocolate, but yeah, that's just faffing, isn't it? So we've gone for the honey, and that is 280 calories. So I'll have to come back and do the roundup because I haven't looked at my totals. But yes, I'll pop back on later, and if I don't eat all of it, I will mention that. Good evening, it is 10 o'clock. Don't know if I said earlier, but I had a peppermint tea with my yoghurt and nuts, which was absolutely delicious. Really enjoyed that. So yeah, but I think I was hungry was ready for a slightly bigger snack than what I might usually have, but I really enjoyed it. So, did I say 334 calories for lunch? There was something I said I'd come back and confirm the calories for, but I can't remember what it was. Anyway, right, 10 o'clock, I'm going to bed, and I end the day on 1,462 calories and 9,800 steps. And I'll do the screen recording now, so if there's something I forgot to say, you'll see it on there. Good morning, happy Friday. It is 8:15. If you can hear the telly, it's because I have it a bit louder because there's building noise in the background. For 3 days we've had this, but anyway. This is my breakfast, 8:15 on a Friday morning. I've got a Lindell's K-Vag white chocolate, strawberries and blueberries, 20 grams of protein granola chocolate from Aldi. You can see I've had this nearly every day, I just absolutely love it. And I've got 15 grams of honey drizzled over with a coffee that's looking a bit strong. I'll have to go back on the video and see if you can hear that. If you can hear something like a tin can rolling down the road, that's what we're having every 5 minutes in the village. But anyway, I'm going to go and sit and eat this and watch some telly. Right, it's lunchtime, it's 1:45. Thankfully, the piling noise, driving the piles in from the construction site has stopped for today, or haven't heard it since this morning anyway, so we've got a bit of peace. But I've got my lunch. I will never make a chef or a presentation person, so you know, bite me. But this is what I'm having for lunch. I'm having 2 eggs. They are fresh from Andrew's friend at work. 2 Linda McCartney vegan sausages. I think it's bird's eye potato waffle. That is 130 grams of baked beans and some of my classic barbecue sauce. I was going to add cheese as well, but to be honest, the calories kept mounting up. But cheese would be nice, or you could have if you've got any hash browns, you could add a hash brown instead of the waffle. But that is, with the Tango strawberry smash, it's about 530 calories. So it is 2:30. Probably a little early for my afternoon snack, but I need a pick-me-up. It's a long Friday afternoon. So I've got a sugar-free Lilac Edition Red Bull energy drink, grapefruit and blossom. Haven't had any energy drinks for a couple of weeks, so that'd be nice. Oh, and I still haven't looked, I haven't put this in the app yet, so dark chocolate ginger bar. I believe they're about 110, 120 calories. But yeah, somewhere around there. But yeah, that's what I'm going to eat just now, and I'll be back for my evening meal. Right, here we are then. It's 7:10, back from the dog walk, and I've got a high calorie tea, but I'm going to really enjoy it, hopefully, if I can eat it. It's a M&S protein bagel, a Asda summer barbecue reduced fat burger, some burger mayo, pink pickled onions and little gem lettuce, and then just about 60 grams of chips done in the air fryer. And with my Vimto dilute, it is 720 calories. Let's hope I can chow down on this. I was going to add some coleslaw, but again, those calories adding up. But it'll be there for another day. Yeah. Yum, yum. Yes, that was very, very nice. I've just left like a couple of bites just of the bagel itself with nothing in it. So I've eaten all the filling and everything. They are very, very dense and very, very filling. That was nicer with the burger in than with the coronation chicken. I will eat the two that I've got left, but I don't think I'll buy them again. Yeah, I'm going to go and do my next injection now, and I will see you if I eat anything later. Right, it is 10 to 9. Just finished watching Hotel Inspector, and then I'm going to watch Emmerdale, maybe Coronation Street as well, we'll see. But I'm going to sit down and have something to eat. I'm going to have a Asda's strawberry split and 2 squares of Co-op Chocolate for Change dark chocolate. I've just realised I've picked up the wrong one. It's just dark chocolate, not dark chocolate with raspberries. But hopefully I'll still enjoy it, especially as this is quite sweet. And then I've got a rooibos tea. And that is about 185 calories. So I'll come back with a roundup later. And don't forget, I am able to eat a little bit more today because the suppression is less on like the last day of your injection week. So as I'm taking a new injection this week, today, sorry, my suppression is a little bit less today. So yeah, I'm gonna go and enjoy this now, see what's going on in the soap. Right, it's actually about 5:30 on Saturday when I'm getting round to ending my Friday vlog. My Friday what I eat in a day. So Friday I ended on 1,852 calories and 11,400 steps. And someone asked me to try and slow down on the screen recording, so I will try to do that now. What it will say is it will say yesterday on top, but it's the recording for Friday the 25th of July. Good morning, happy Saturday. It is 8:05. Been awake about an hour, just faffing about and making breakfast. I've got a large coffee and then a bacon and egg sandwich. So this is a small brown roll with 3 rashers of bacon with the fat removed and a large egg with some tomato sauce, some nectarine and about 6 grapes, and that is 400 calories altogether. Yum. I didn't know what I really fancied, but I got some bacon out last night and I came down and I saw it, so I thought, yeah, and I think it's the first time I've had one since I started Mounjaro, so yum yum. So it is 1:45 and it's rather a late lunch. I've been out to town this morning and then I've been doing some cooking, which you will hopefully see in recipes to come. But today I've made some sweet and sticky barbecue chicken using a Maggi seasoning and cooking bag. Some couscous, just plain, 20 grams, 40 grams of coleslaw and some salad with some house dressing and a Sprite, and it's 355 calories, and I am ready for this. Right, it is 20 to 6, a little bit early for tea, but I just decided to eat it as Andrew served it up. Considering I didn't eat my lunch till, I don't know, whatever time it was, 2 o'clock or something. But anyway, I am hungry. I haven't eaten anything all afternoon. So I've got a salmon fillet, just cooked in the air fryer. Some baby new potatoes, what was it, 90 grams? Yeah, 90 grams there. Then I've got the salad, the rainbow crunchy salad again, and I've added tomatoes and baby cucumbers, and then I've got some mayonnaise on there, and my orange squash, anyway, whatever, Vimto, mango and passion fruit. It's really, really nice. You can see Charlie there, look, sleeping. We've had a good walk this afternoon, and that is 357 calories. So here we are then on our last meal shot of this vlog. It's 8:30 on Saturday and I'm sitting down with my supper, if you like. It's the only snack type thing I've eaten today. So I'm having a Lindal's K-Vag Cafe Latte. And I picked these up today in Morrison's. They're something like 2 for £3.50. It's the Whitworth's Wonder Mixers. So one is a fruit and nut mix, and that has pistachios, pecans, cashews and raisins, and a rich seed mix, sunflower, pumpkin, sesame and flax seeds. So I've got my K-Vag yoghurt, a few strawberries, blueberries and raspberries. Then I've got 20 grams of the nuts and fruit and nut mix, and 10 grams of the seed mix, and 10 grams of honey. And with my rooibos tea, still not 100% convinced with this Tetley tea, but we'll pick some up from Aldi at some point. That is 300 calories, and I'll be back shortly with the roundup. Right, let's do a little roundup while my tea is cooling. I don't think I've got the brewing time right yet. It doesn't taste quite like the Aldi ones that I like. But anyway, that is my 3 days of eating. I hope you've enjoyed this type of video. I have tried to keep any other chat to a minimum, although I couldn't resist 2 little clips of Peggy being cute first thing in the morning. Let me know what type of vlogs you prefer. Do you like just seeing the food? Do you like a more chatty vlog with a walk and the dogs and whatever we get up to? There will probably be a mix coming up. There'll be a mix of daily vlogs, recipes, and then a few days of just food all put together. So let me know what you think. Has this been useful? Has it given you any ideas? But let's get on to the roundup for Saturday. Today I've eaten exactly 1,500 calories, and wait for this, 139 grams of protein. No wonder I'm feeling stuffed. But I've really enjoyed what I've eaten today, and I've enjoyed a cooking session. You'll see the results of that later in the week. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.